Have to. Warning. Edward the Pile could sit every Queenbeland. You mean the same?
Glen Richhill wanted to dissuade his daughter from trying to hunt down Queen Beland.
Get over here. Hurry it up. Hurry it up! I got lucky. Queen Beland refuses to give up. I am Josephine Croft. I discovered that the... Did you go looking for Queen Beland? Oh, I understand.
I'm busy doing some maintenance at the moment, my... Who are you hoping? Maybe you can fly down to the observatory. If you...
I've never seen you before. What brings... So what you're saying is that Queen... I don't know why... Everyone who's ever lived it... We're fighting so that...
The investigation team stumbled across Queen Belandir during their survey, leading her to launch a fierce attack. If it had not been for the wizard Josephine Croft, they might have failed to escape. You then sought out... When Glenn realized that he couldn't stop his daughter, he decided to help her. He recalled the trap Marcia had prepared and thought that if he could lure Queen Belandia there, his daughter could achieve her goal without being in danger. Perhaps the wizard Josephine can find a way to help Marcia. Josephine recalled some passages in Clay's book and found a way to...
If you want to know more about
In the past, the sandworms not only...
You can get a glimpse of Clay's interest in the various monsters and poisons of Silesium through his books. These books contain interesting information, such as the fact that the mighty Queen Belandia was originally a small sandworm, and that sandworm poison sacs have the rare ability to detect another being's mana. Queen Belandia's attraction to...
This is a sandworm hat you're looking for. Good, good. I'll... You can get potent. What I need is... I didn't expect to discover this precious thing. The shell is very fragile. Try not to damage it. What the? Help me!
The potent sandworm poison sac is also used as a raw...
You're back just first. Put the failed elemental feet naturally. I'll prepare every sand crystals.
The first attempt to build the device for luring Queen Belandia ended in failure, since common elemental fusion stones often contain... Purified water used to draw a magic schema is essential. It is important to consider not only the size of the sand particles used for the pure elemental fusion stone, but also whether they contain their own impurities. Moonlit sand crystals can be ground to very fine particles and are the purest of their kind.
I've been waiting. Did you get the... We need to make this harden. Here we go. Afterward, the... Now, here's... Like I mentioned, Queen Belandia will...
Having finished crafting the pure elemental fusion stone, the device for luring Queen Belandia was complete.
What brings you here this... We can lure... Most members, my troops are... If you get out, everyone is... Read the operation.
Upon learning about the... The Sandworm Raid Group regularly carries out operations to reduce the sandworm population. Once these begin, all but essential members of the squad remain in the sandworm.
I've been waiting. We've set spuds. Okay.
Marcia and her group had already set up a trap in the hopes of catching Queen Belandia. Unfortunately, it had proved useless, with the Queen never showing up at it. With the new luring device, however, she could be attracted to the trap and captured as planned. The place Marcia mentioned was filled with bombs and gunpowder chests.
You're back, if we press this button. There she is. Finally!
After Marcia pressed the button on the remote switch, Queen Belandia charged. Her fierce attack was cut short when she stopped in the middle of the trap and took flight. Determined to bring her down, the raid group let fly every arrow they had. Marcia succeeded in critically injuring.
Oh, then I'd like to thank you.
The picture Marcia wanted you to deliver to her brother contained deep longing for her family. It was of the house where her father Glenn, who was healthy before losing a stone engraved with the names of all the... Queen Belandia, the invincible, the all-consuming. No one had ever even so much as scratched the fearsome beast. Enter the Order of the Swan, a small-time guild hired by the Resistance to help gather sandworm poison sacs. While the Resistance soldiers were mopping up the sandworms, they were suddenly dragged into the sand beneath their feet. One of the swans, rowing, fell into the vortex. All at once, Queen Belandia reared up, writhing in pain. Rowan had morphed into a violet phoenix and burst free from Queen Belandia's carapace, freeing everyone trapped inside. To this day, the mere sight of a human touched with malvescence is enough to violently enrage the mighty beast. Humans only defeated Queen Belandia once in the past. Among those she devoured that